Reckless, and welcome to Breaking the Fourth Wall. It's reset day, and that means it is T12 Tuesday, and this is the very first episode of T12 Tuesday, where I show all of you guys the best gear that you need to grab from the vendors in order to achieve Tier 12. What's Tier 12, you ask? Well, I put a link to a video in the description below that explains Tier 12 in depth. But, in short, you want to grab any piece of gear that is 97% or higher for the stats and perks you are looking for. But before we get into the video, if you guys enjoy it, hitting that like button, that little thumbs up thing, and giving your opinion in the comment section below will be greatly appreciated. Now, what we are looking at right now is Destiny Item Manager. And what this does, it actually calculates all your gear for you to let you know whether it's T12 achievable or not. And another, another website or extension that actually does that as well is Tower Ghosts. However, I like using DIM because DIM's a lot easier. Now, before you can actually look at this page, you are going to have to link your PSN or your Xbox Live account from Bungie to Destiny Item Manager. And then you get something that looks like this. First, you'll see up top all your weapons, but we're not going to go over weapons because weapons does not help you achieve Tier 12. So, we are actually going to go to the vendor section, and once you actually get to the vendor section, you want to make sure you click on Armor and Weapons. There's nothing just says anything for armor, so make sure you want to click on Armor and Weapons. Now, I do want to apologize for getting this video out late. When the Iron Banner dropped earlier today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 10 a.m. Pacific Time, something was wrong with Destiny Item Manager, and this actual page for the entire vendors, no matter what you clicked on, would not pop up. But now it has, so we're getting into the video. So we're going to start with Warlocks. You guys have an abundance of gear that's amazing. Lady Aphrodite has done well to us this week. You guys get 2 gloves. One's at 99% and one's at 100%. The 99% has intellect and discipline. The 100% actually has discipline and strength. Now, like I said before, make sure you are grabbing the ones that you want for the stats as well as the perks. So just because it says 99% and it has intellect and discipline and you're all for it, you may not want to have snap discharge, which increases melee attack speed, and instead you want the one that is energy projection, which increases grenade throw distance. Now, I'm not saying change your gear and get this one instead, but if you are looking for intellect and discipline with energy projection, then that's more likely what you want. As for your chest pieces, you guys get a 98% as well as 100. The 98 has intellect and discipline on it. And again, same thing, make sure you check the stats so it's stats that you actually want. This one particularly has arc armor. As for the 100%, this one is discipline and strength, but this one does have solar armor. So again, I will stress, do not just pick a piece of gear that has the stats you want, but also the stats and perks that you want. Now, we are not going, like I said, we're not going over weapons because weapons does not help you get towards Tier 12. As for your wonderful Titans, you guys get 2 arms with 99% on both of them. This one has intellect and discipline, and this one has discipline and strength. As for your chest, you guys get a 98 and a 100. The 98 has intellect and discipline, and the 100 has discipline and strength. As for hunters, you guys get 2 99% pieces of gear that has intellect and discipline as well as discipline and strength, and you guys get 199% as well as 100% for your chest. This one has intellect and discipline, and this one has intellect and strength. Now, it is possible to have other gear that has more than just intellect, discipline, or discipline and strength. That's just the role for Iron Banner this week. Now, like I said, 97% or better. So you can tell it's 97% or better if it has green, not including the 96%, but you can get away with having, 96% on some of your gear, most likely 1 or 2 pieces, and then the rest being 98 and higher and still achieve tier 12. But 97% is what you want to look for. So as for the Titans, Varix has a 98% Titan mark for you guys with intellect and discipline. And for you wonderful hunters out there, he also has a 100% cloak for you guys that is intellect and discipline as well. So those two pieces of gear are definitely something to pick up from Varix for your Titan and your hunter. Now coming down, I don't know if the lenses actually have any stats on them. I don't remember. I think they do, but it doesn't actually show. As for the Vanguard Quartermaster, again, weapons, we not worrying about that. For the Titan Vanguard, we have no gear, so don't waste your time this week. As for the Hunter Vanguard, again, no gear that's 97% or higher, so don't waste your time. And the same goes for the Warlock. Don't waste your time on any of that gear. Once again, skipping over the Crucible Quartermaster, but the Crucible Handler, Lord Shax. We have a 98% for intellect and discipline for the Warlocks, as well as a 98% for the Titans, intellect and discipline as well. And hey, what do you know? 98% for the Hunter, intellect and discipline. Let's see what else. Nothing else from him. Going to the factions, we have a 98% on leg armor for the Warlock. You guys have an intellect and strength roll, so that's definitely something good to grab, as well as a 98% Warlock bond, which is also a great thing to grab with a discipline and strength roll on that. As for anything else, nope. Dead Orbits. We have Hunter Gauntlets with the intellect and strength roll. That's 98%, as well as boots that are 98% with also an intellect and strength roll. Then we come down and we also have a Titan chest with intellect and strength that is 99%, as well as a Hunter helmet that is 99% with intellect and strength. Now, when it comes to helmets, I prefer Better Already as the very end stat, not innovation, not anything else. I think Better Already is probably the best last perk for helmets. And hey, that's debatable on who you are, but a lot of people can agree with me. Moving down to New Monarchy, you guys get a Titan mark that is intellect and discipline. And that is actually it for factions. So the speaker actually does sell gear as well. And this week, I swear I thought I seen a 100% earlier. Maybe I was wrong. But in any case, we're going to keep going down. We do not need to look at the Gunsmith because Gunsmith's not that important. Shiro 4 also does sell gear, so make sure you're looking at that. As for the Cryptarch, and I forgot what her name was, that is at the Iron Temple, the Iron Lord artifacts are very difficult when it comes to choosing which one you want, because some of the artifacts actually will get you to tier 13, but some of them won't. And I think the artifacts are a little bit glitched as well. So just be wary of those. As for the exotic weapon blueprints, we don't need weapons. We do not need the holiday collection, but we can look at the exotic armor blueprints. Now, if you guys don't want to re-roll in a certain exotic constantly by using glass needles, you can actually look each week at the exotic armor blueprints because they do change. They do change week by week, so it is a possibility that you can find a 97% or better blueprint exotic, and if you do, you might want to grab that. Coming down, year 1 stuff doesn't even matter, and that's pretty much it. So right now, your best bet for actual 97% tier 12 gear or higher would be the Iron Banner right now. So by all means, go grind, because that plus some of the other gear is actually pretty good as well. So it all depends on what you guys actually want. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for all of your support in coming to my channel for episode 1 of T12 Tuesdays. If you guys want to subscribe to the channel, click on the subscribe button down below. I'm Reckless, and remember, own your success, and I will see you guys next time.